Welcome back, 7:43 right now. You know we love Zipper, the Freedom Service dog, in training, and we are checking back in. You probably remember he came to see us last month. We found out that as an adolescent dog, he was having a few adolescent dog problems. And you know, for a service dog in training, it's actually a major deal. They've got to work on that. His trainers have been working hard on his behavior to make him the best possible candidate to serve a veteran. So he still has a few things to work on to become a full-blown service dog, and we're hearing how they're curbing some of his behavioral problems. We've got Morgan Carroll here. She's one of the trainers at the Freedom Service Dogs of America. Good to have you.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
How's Zipper doing?
He's doing all right.
So he still has some adolescent issues. It's hard. I mean, any dog this age, he's what, just over a year?
Yeah.
Any dog this age, it seems like he's going to have that.
Sure, yeah. As he's kind of maturing and moving through that adolescent phase, he's definitely shown us some behavior issues here and there. Recently, he's shown me a little bit of interest in squirrels. So we're working on our focus around distractions.
Yeah.
We've also been really focusing on a lot of behavioral stuff rather than really focusing on obedience or tasks. We want to make sure we really get that behavioral stuff in check.
That's first, and then you can work on the tasks.
Yeah.
Could this potentially derail the training, slow down the training? What do you think?
I think this is just part of the training.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just part of the big picture. Absolutely.
And do you think he's going to be able to overcome this? Because that's the concern if he can't figure this out. Obviously, a dog that's distracted by squirrels is going to have a hard time being a service dog.
Yeah, I sure hope he can. He's been showing me a lot of promise with some of the little tricks and techniques and games that we've been practicing. We've also been doing a lot of work on making good choices in the absence of instruction. And that is something that's really important for a service dog and kind of a big distinction between a really well-trained pet dog and a service dog is their ability to make those good choices.
Smart choices.
Even if they're not being given input. So Zipper's practicing that for us right now by relaxing on his mat.
Do you work with kids?
I don't work with kids.
Because my kids could use some help on making the right choices sometimes in the absence of direction. So a lot of people at home are probably thinking, well, my dog does the same thing. My dog barks. My dog chases squirrels. Are there any easy, simple tips that you give to people in those situations? Just easy ways to kind of get that focus back to where it needs to be?
So one is to really reward the dog for the things that you do like. So one thing that we work really hard on is just kind of hanging out and letting the dog make the choice to check in with you, give you eye contact, be close to you. And
then reward him for that?
And we look to really heavily reward that. We really believe in that positive reinforcement. So we're always looking to let the dog know when they're making the right choice rather than wait till they make the wrong choice.
Because that's their language, right? I mean, they don't understand what you're saying necessarily, but they understand if they get a treat every time they do X, Y, and Z, well, they're going to do more X, Y, and Z.
Absolutely.
Interesting. So what's next for Zipper?
So we're going to continue to work on making those good choices, to work on building his confidence. We've been doing some training. We like to call it shaping, where we really encourage the dog to offer us behaviors rather than telling the dog what to do or showing the dog what to do.
Wow.
And that is a really great way to boost the dog's confidence and make them thinking dogs.
Right.
And that is super important for service dogs.
Because you want them paying attention and thinking, I should be doing this right now, as opposed to waiting for a command.
Yeah, and sometimes that's really important. You know, if we have, for example, a dog that needs to nudge to interrupt something, or that needs to lean for comfort, or to press a medical alert button. Those are all instances where the dog would have to make that choice on their own without necessarily being told to. So we really need those thinking dogs.
All right. Well, listen, best of luck, and keep us posted as always. We love hearing about Zipper. We love seeing Zipper, and he seems like he's pretty chill now. Hopefully.
Yeah, he's doing great.
There's no squirrels in the studio yet. I've heard that it might be an issue, though, in the spring, Greg, but it's an issue for you, too.